Alright, we're going to roll into this video. It's going to be a good one. This video is going to be called Rest in Peace, the American Work Ethic. You've been good. Nice knowing you. And I want to talk about this because I see this every day. Like, I want to talk about the mentality, especially at a job. There's no suck it up mentality no more. There's no roll up your sleeves in the ethic of American workers, like basically the middle class manufacturing class. It's a gone era. Like, to a lot of us that are like me and a couple of guys were called the last of a dying breed because when I go to work, I'm going to use myself as an example because I don't put nobody else out there unless you get stupid and I'll put you out there. But I put myself out there. Me, I don't complain. I don't complain about machinery. My biggest problem is the people who I have to work with. These people, I don't want to work with someone who's crying and whining and don't want to do their job, want to sit on their phone all day and think they want to get paid. Now, that being said, people are going to say, well, you have that everywhere. No, it's not. You can tell if you're from a blue collar work ethic background, like if your areas, like say like heavy manufacturing cities like Chicago, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philly, Brooklyn, Jersey, Buffalo, Rochester, Northeast, like Upper Midwest, Detroit. If you're from a heavy blue collar, I speak about those areas because those areas that are similar to where I was from, where I've been to them, and I know the mentality of the people. But anyway, if you're from those areas, back in the day, you didn't hear people crying and whining like they do now. You don't hear people want to sit on their ass all day for 8, 11, 12, 16 hours and then get pissed off because you got to work for 2. No, it's just the way they're built. Like it's like they want fucking, welfare through the workplace, Like they get off one brand of welfare, the government, and they want to go on welfare at work. Oh, I shouldn't have to do nothing. Or the one I hear, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like I've been living in this state for going on 11 years now, and I hear this all the time. And I'm gonna say this state. I live in this city, Columbus, Ohio, and I'm gonna say this right now, may get people mad. Columbus ain't built like Cleveland is. I'm gonna tell you that straight from the rip. It ain't, because in this city they have a white collar mentality. These motherfuckers think they're so bougie and so above everybody that they don't even want to get dirty at work. And that's keeping it real. You get mad at me all you want, but that's a fact. Like, oh, I got dirty. I'm like, fuck you think you're supposed to be doing? You fucking working in a factory. But enough of that rant. Like, if you notice about the like blue collar folks, especially the ones like when I came up, like when I was a younger dude, you weren't bitching and moaning. You weren't crying about it. Look, I worked at places that the degrees were above 130. Now, there was a couple times when I first started, I was about ready to pass out, but I couldn't pass out. Not that I couldn't pass out, because I didn't pass out, because I didn't pass out because I didn't want to. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to be laying around and resting, but the reason I didn't pass out because I had to suck it up because I didn't want the other dudes, the other guys, especially the older guys, I don't want them laughing at me, this, that, and the fifth, so I just sucked it up and went and did my thing. Nowadays, people are just, America's full of pussies nowadays. I just have to say it because it's true. I see it. I mean, I'm not going to hear, I'm tired of hearing, I should say, oh, that's everywhere. No, it's not everywhere. I come to find out, depending on where you live and depending on how your area's, lifestyle is, that's how it is. Like, I can go back to, like, Pittsburgh and Cleveland and Detroit and Chicago and Brooklyn. Them motherfuckers have the mentality of, like, blue-collar people. Like, they'll drink with you every day and they'll fucking beat you up at the same time and then go back to drinking with you. But I moved here to Columbus and all these motherfuckers just think they're all high and mighty. I'm like, you ain't, what the fuck, who are you? But that's not everybody in Columbus, but I'm just saying, I'm generalizing. But I just had this, having pride in your work, I don't see that here. Like, when people think I'm weird because that's how I am. Like, there have been days on my job that I had no breaks. Me and my one homeboy, he's from back east too. There was one day they were really fucking us over. I'm gonna keep it straight for like the whole one summer they were fucking us over. But at the end of the day, we didn't bitch and moan because we ain't built like that. We just said dapped and deuced ourselves like, fuck it, we got this. We were like, fuck it, you go ahead, I'll go ahead. That's how me and him work. That's my man. Like we had the mentality, they ain't gonna fuck us over. We take care of ourselves before we take care of them. But the American work ethic, like having pride in your work, is replaced with It's not my job. That's not my job. It seems that the work ethic of yesteryear has been on a road to decline for decades. Like I said, I knew it was on decline when I had older dudes come and tell me, like, when they started talking to me, like, you're one of the last of the dying breeds. We're getting ready to get out of here. You got to talk to these people. I'm like, man, look, I'm done talking to some of them because, if you can't lead by example, I ain't gonna hold your hand and lead you. If you don't want it for yourself, you sure as hell ain't gonna want it if I help you. So, the American work ethic, nice knowing you, buddy. Peace.